My name's Bryony Harrison. I'm the editor of Prospectus and head of Sir Frank Whittle Primary School in Coventry, which is part of the Inspire Federation. I'm absolutely passionate about teaching and the potential of children, and my role has been to engage with a number of other schools in providing and writing this curriculum, and we've chosen schools that have got a proven track record of providing an outstanding curriculum for their children. The key principles underpinning Prospectus are, first of all, it meets the statutory requirements for the 2014 national curriculum. Secondly, it's creative, it's thematic, it's inspiring, and it produces work of really high quality and high standard. It's an important vehicle for the foundation subjects such as music, art, PE, history and geography, whilst also providing a really exciting and engaging context for those subjects that we would teach discretely, such as English, maths and science, providing some really exciting wider writing opportunities and problem-solving activities. Prospectus is a web-based resource which is editable and is designed to be user-friendly and as easy as possible to navigate. The resources will be accessed through a username and password which will be provided at the time of purchase. Prospectus consists of a number of different elements which combines the long-term planning, the medium-term planning and your short-term planning, plus some additional resources. First of all, we have the long-term planning, which is our theme overview. The theme overview covers the essential knowledge that the children will need to know and will be expected to know by the end of the unit. It gives you ideas for how you can launch the topic and the ways you can explore and celebrate it at the end as well. It also provides key links to the national curriculum so that you can be sure that you're covering all of the objectives that you need to cover. The second element is the session planner, which is your medium-term plan. What it does is essentially it takes the overview and breaks it down into approximately 20 taught sessions. It tells you a key question for each session and gives you a brief overview of what that session will consist of, alongside an expected or estimated time frame for the session and the links to the subjects. The short-term planning is provided in form of the lesson plans. There is a lesson plan linked to each one of the sessions on the session planner. Included in each lesson plan are the objectives for the lesson, the key skills that are going to be developed, some key vocabulary, and some ideas for activities and differentiation, and some recommended resources. All of the lesson plans are editable to enable you to personalise it for the children that you're teaching. Supporting these three key components for each theme are quests. English and Maths quests provide practical opportunities to develop the skills taught in discrete English and Maths lessons within the context of the theme. English quests provide ideas and opportunities for wider reading and for narrative and non-narrative writing. Maths quests link to all the different areas of mathematics and provide ideas for using and applying, calculating, shape and space, all within the context of the theme. There are also 2 power projects for each theme, which provide ideas for home learning and independent learning linked to each one of the themes. An additional resource to support the curriculum are our non-topic linked routeways. These routeways are based around writing skills, calculation in maths, locational geography and chronology in history, and they're there to ensure that there's progression in both knowledge and skills across the whole of your curriculum. We will also be providing you with some additional RE units which link to an individual theme within each year group. An example of this is the unit Ganesh, which links to the theme Indian Spice in Year 2, and the unit Feasting and Fasting, which links to World Kitchen in Year 4. Assessment ideas for all the foundation subjects are already linked into the themes, but we are also intending to provide some additional assessment support for English, Maths and Science in order to meet the new requirements of the 2014 curriculum. Prospectus is arranged into 30 themes. There are 5 per year group from years 1 to 6, with some foundation stage units being developed in the future. There is an additional whole school unit which is topical and links to a global or national event, which provides that 6th theme. So if schools want to teach half-termly, then that enables them to do so, or they can pick from key units to do termly topics. This year our whole school theme is the Great War, and it's all different aspects of World War One, linking to Key Stage 1, where they're learning about rewards and remembrance and finding out about where poppies come from and the meaning behind the poppy as a symbol, to making medals and finding out about how they would like to be remembered. In lower Key Stage 2, they're looking at a different aspect of World War One, and they're thinking about the home front and how life changed for children living in Britain. In upper Key Stage 2, they're going to be thinking about what life was like in the trenches in World War One, and looking at the role of women in the trenches and reading some key texts like War Horse. In addition, we have, as part of the 30 themes, we ensure that we cover that chronological section for history. So we start in year 3 with some of those chronological units, looking at the Iron and Stone and Bronze Age. In our unit Meet the Flintstones, moving into year 4 where we learn about Roman rule and the impact that the Romans had on Britain, moving into year 5 where we learn about invaders and some of the invaders and how they shaped the country, and then finally leading up to year 6 for our theme Rule Britannia, which is all about the Saxon fight for the throne, the Battle of Hastings, and incorporating the Bayeux Tapestry. In addition to the chronological units, we have some additional history-based units, such as Crime and Punishment, which is a thematic unit which explores the history of crime and punishment throughout the ages. We also have other units, such as Britain at Play, which looks at the history of sport and leisure over the 20th century. Some of the units for geography include Poles Apart in year 1, which is a study of different hot and cold countries, a study of a contrasting locality as part of our Indian Spice unit in year 2. Year 3 look at extreme survival, finding out about how people have survived in lots of different habitats around the world. We look at issues of food and farming and sustainability as part of our World Kitchen topic in year 4. In year 5 we find out about rivers and coasts in our Wild Water topic, and we learn about the formation of volcanoes and earthquakes as part of our disaster topic. Within other subjects we have Out of This World in year 6, which provides fantastic science links, and also Yes Minister, which is a transition project going into year 7, looking at key aspects of citizenship and Parliament, and would be a fantastic stimulus for a trip to the House of Commons or to look at local politics in the area. In order to introduce Prospectus, the first thing you need to establish is which of the themes you're going to teach. You can either choose to teach it half-termly, in which case you will cover all of the Prospectus themes, 6 within each year group. Alternatively, you can use the mapping document which is provided on the website, which will help you identify key themes that need to be taught within each year group to ensure that you're fully in line with the statutory requirements for the national curriculum. The themes can be taught in any order within each year group. For example, you may choose to teach the Great War unit in the second half of the autumn term to coincide with some of the remembrance events that are taking place in November. Likewise, you can also choose to move some of the units within year groups. So some of the year 5 units could be taught within year 6, some of the year 3 units could also be taught in year 4. You may also choose to teach the Yes Minister, the Parliament unit in the end of the summer term as part of the year 6 transition into secondary school. Yes, alongside Prospectus we're producing Maths and English Essentials, which provide thorough guidance and support from year 1 to 6, including support for assessing without levels. We're also providing additional documents to support the planning of computing and science. Prospectus embraces the creative opportunities provided by the foundation subjects. We believe that the key skills of English and maths, such as punctuation, grammar, and number and calculation, are best taught discreetly. However, the themes provide a rich wealth of opportunities to apply these key skills in a wider context. The majority of the prospectus themes are already available through the website, with the remainder of the themes being ready to access from the end of the summer term. Some of the additional resources, such as the quests and the routeways, will be available by the 1st of September.